All right, here we go. Part two of Game 3, rubber match against the Angels.
Phil Bickford comes on now. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 52, Phil Bickford.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 1 for 3.
Horner.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
And fouled off. The 0-2. Bounce to third. And foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And that one in the air center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Pitch out, but no action. Movement in the bullpen. Andrew Wantz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Here's a 1-1. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. He's a guy who does it all. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it.
Welcome back, Julio.
That was a moonshot, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. First offering misses the mark. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Full count pitch. He'll have to wait. Time called to the plate. Back to work. 3-2 now. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Trout is there. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Here comes a pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
1-1 now. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Left field. Ward makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Chris Clark.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. The pitch. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So, man aboard. Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. Line drive, caught.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Man at first. Next to hit, Matt Chapman. Chapman gets a piece there. And the 0-1. Ball one there. Ward, the base runner at first with one out. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Smith stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
No strike.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The next offering misses. And now 3-0.
3-0.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the Angels catcher, Matt Nelson. Out to short. On to Horner. That's out number 3. Angels strand a couple. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Andrew Wantz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now the left fielder, Sam Haggerty. And here it comes. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Activity in the bullpen. Carl Edwards Jr. up and loosening in the pen. The wind of the pitch.
Ball. 1-2.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Hit hard on the ground to short. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Kyle Farmer.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Farmer up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that's outside. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in safely with a double, his second of the day.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Russell Pruitt. And the first offering is not close. Ripped on a line. Trout makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mariners lead 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. So coming into the game now on defense, Colson Montgomery. He's the new third baseman. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Infielder shifted to the right, shortstop just to the left of second. And he deals. That's a strike. And ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder,
David Fletcher, the next to hit for the Angels. Foul ball there. Next offering down in the dirt. That misses off the outside edge. That one in for a strike, 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Full count.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Pruitt makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Kicks and deals.
Ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Cruz
Ball,
in the box
no.
here lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Trout off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And
1 ball,
1-1.
1 strike.
Just
Ball, no.
off the outside part of the plate. And a pitch. And there's a strike. The pitch. Struck him out without a swing. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Angels leave 1. It's 5-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Carl Edwards Jr.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. Edwards, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. That one 95 to finish him off. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. Popped up. Smith moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the M's 5 and the Angels nothing. Back here at the ballpark, digging in, Taylor Ward.
Angels, the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Clark back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Bounce to the left side. And that's just foul. Hard hit left side. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Anthony.
Now it's the DH for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. Infield shifted to the pull side. And that's in there for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a ball evens the count. Righty delivers. On the ground. To first. Now only 1 out remaining.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. And first offering is fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Look out! And it hit him.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Smith stands in now, looks at that one inside.
1 ball. No
Chapman
strike.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next one misses, and now 2-0. In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. There it is. All right, see ya.